What's up, chat? How y'all doing? I was just doing a mic test there, but later on we might be doing the actual story. I just really felt the urge to play as Azreal today, so that's what I'm gonna do for sure. I don't even know why. So I could play unlimited as Azreal, and I think that's after this is probably what I'm gonna end up doing. This is the first time I played the game in months. It feels like years. So let's get it.
On board. Simulation activated.
This is the worst part, the waiting. I'm not afraid. That, not one bit.
I never realized how stiffly Batman runs. It's actually kind of funny.
He ain't winning. Not here, not now. I'll break you this time, Batman.
What's good, Shine? How you doing?
A bullet's too quick. I'm beating him to death. I dream our killing that break. Positive mental attitude is one of the principles of success.
I've been great, bro. How you been? I've been great, honestly. Oh shoot, messed that up.
He's making us look like idiots. Find him.
You still shoot through windows? Or is that glitch gone? Oh, I think you can still do it. I got one.
Are we all still on one piece?
I've been great, man. We can get why does it say multi? Oh. I might run back some streams with story times and all that kind of stuff. I honestly got a few more stories I could be getting out on streams. So I'm pretty good. Saw your recent shorts. More seriously, definitely for sure. I got some new equipment and all that kind of stuff. I'm kind of trying to figure out how to set up this Stream Controller X, I believe that's what it's called. Just basically to get like goofy sounds and all that kind of stuff added into the videos, and then I'll start pushing out edited videos and all that kind of stuff. So I'm definitely putting myself in a better position than what I was before. I forgot like half of the controls. Like I have not played the game in so long. Like any game. For sure, for sure, for sure. Hold up. What's the best move? What's the best move? I got one. Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. Oh. I need to do unlimited. This is not even what I meant to do. Yeah, let me get to unlimited. Alright, let me get to unlimited. Let me pull up stream right quick so I can see all of what y'all are saying, because I definitely cannot. It only shows like half of it. Hold up. Oh, snap. YouTube. I got downtime now. Like my whatchamacallit got up. Let me Alright, here we go. Let me turn let me have the volume that is echoing and crap. Don't want that. Okay, been pretty good. Saw your content in the shorts. Hope you succeed. Appreciate it. Audio definitely better than a year ago. Man, it feels like it's been a lifetime since we talked. How you been? How do I feel about Suicide Squad? Man, that's how you know I ain't really been playing. I did play Suicide Squad. I don't remember whether I streamed it or not, but I did play Suicide Squad. I don't have any like set emotions on it. It's just like a big like up and down hill. So I don't know. Like I really, here's what I'll say about Suicide Squad. The game itself, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I'll be honest. Like I thought it was going to be a lot worse than what it was. Here it is. And then I pick Robin. Why? It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. That's one. Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League was good. I just feel like it had so much potential, and it kind of, not all the way, like there were a lot of areas where it did succeed, but it kind of just threw it all away, like a lot of it away. You know what I'm saying? Like, you look at a movie, when you look at movies, I know we're talking about video games, but when you're looking at movies, you talk about like Infinity War. When Infinity War came out for the Avengers, everybody was so surprised. It was the first time that you had saw Thanos really on the screen, besides like that one post-credit scene. And it was also the first time we saw a villain, at least one of the very few times we saw a villain win in the story. And I kind of wanted there to be more base behind Batman either losing or just Batman, you know, winning overall. Like the Justice League winning, and it being like an actual dark story rather than the quote-unquote heroes, which was Harley Quinn and all of them, taking over. Right, let's see what I still got. It's definitely like one of those games that it's like, if it was good, then it's only like good for like a one-time play. I definitely wouldn't play it again. I was not excited for any of the DLCs. I didn't like the actual gameplay for the game, so I didn't want to play like any of the extra stuff that they were releasing. I know they had some stuff they were like releasing later down the line. I didn't want to play that. It wasn't that interesting. As well as the gameplay was just like super annoying to me. I feel like they could have did way more than what they did with the graphics. That's just why I say that they had so much potential with the game that they just decided not to use for some reason. Oh, Deathstroke. I don't know how I feel about them adding all these pedophilic type characters to games and popularity and the fame and all that kind of stuff. They might even downplay his character. Like, Deathstroke is supposed to be of high potential. So he's able to use like 90% of his brain, and the man is constantly being downplayed. It's crazy. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, this might be a decent game for first time back. Let me not talk too much. When the ninjas come in, it'll be an issue.
Come on, you're back in the fight.
Oh, did you? Yeah, City's tough. I was thinking about going back and playing through the story mode. City's pretty tough. I messed up the score, bruh. Yeah, City's fire though. Oh yeah, this one's like if you keep up a score, then the score on the right goes up. I forgot about that.
I like the sound.
That's what I was on before I stopped gaming. Is one trophy away from Injustice 2. I think it was one trophy. It's like 1 or 2 trophies or something like that. Honestly, I just gave up. I ain't gonna lie to you. Injustice 2 has probably the hardest trophy I have ever tried to get. The hardest platinum I've ever tried to get. And it's not hard as in like, how do you explain it? The only reason the trophy to me is hard to get is because it takes so long. I was about to say, if it doesn't let me counter. I don't remember, to be honest. Probably City, maybe? I know it wasn't Asylum. It's so weird because if you play through all of the Arkham series, you see that like the Batman combos and all that kind of stuff, they're a lot different from each other. Like a lot of them are more like, a lot of the games he has the same combos, some of the same combos, but the earlier the game is, or I guess the later the game is, that's the correct pronunciation in English. The later the game is, the
Here, this should help.
slower the play is. I just been working and studying, bro. That's really been it. As to why I haven't like really been playing games and all that kind of stuff. I've been trying to like upload a lot more and take content creation a lot more serious. I even said on one of my shorts that I wasn't going to be playing as many video games. Like I wasn't going to be streaming as many video games. I'm trying to upload more quality within my videos and all that kind of stuff. And I'll also do vlogging and all that kind of stuff, like in person and all that kind of stuff. So we're gonna see how that goes. I found out the ninjas combo. Nah, I'm not in college. I'm studying Spanish. I'm trying to be bilingual. So, I mean, I am bilingual, but I'm trying to be more bilingual, basically. I have a lot of Hispanic friends, if that makes any sense. A lot of them only speak Spanish, and so they kind of depend on me being that one communication source. And I want to be able to travel, man. I don't want to stay in America for too much longer, to be honest. I want to go out to Mexico, Dubai, Japan, all that kind of stuff. Actually, I'm not really excited about Dubai, for real, but the Dominican Republic is definitely on that list. I've been to Texas already, so that was an experience. Takes a lot of dedication, so if you're gonna do it, you really have to do it, you know what I'm saying? But I learned that especially with like not even just streaming, but like doing content creation while learning a language, it keeps you, humble is not the word, it keeps you driven. How do you say it in English? I keep forget, like you learn certain things in Spanish and you just forget other things in English. It keeps you going, I guess you would say. Held responsible to actually like doing it, you know. So. I did cut off like quite a few people, and they obviously didn't understand as to why, but it was just like I wanted to move further in my life, and I did whenever I cut them off. And it was simply because like I was telling them they needed to fix certain things, and they were too narrow mindseted in order to realize that those things needed to be fixed. So they kind of would just stay in the same place. But hey, life goes on whether you do or don't.
Simulation complete.
But I definitely say one of the big things with learning a language is you have to have a reason. You have to have a reason. If you don't have, like, you have to, and it can't be like some BS reason. It has to be like a legitimate reason, you know, why you want to learn language learning. My original reason was because of a girl. Ended up turning into like one of my best friends now, but like she teaches me a lot, I teach her a lot, and it's just like a constant flow of, you know, information between each other. Doing the same thing, just really been working on myself a lot in the past 6 months. Yeah, I feel that, man. I feel that. Had to cut out the noise, you know. A lot of people like drama. It's not really something I'm about. And once you find yourself and you find that peace, you really ain't got to worry about all of that. Your face and tell you that they are someone that they aren't. But life will prove that. Life will prove whether they are that person that they say they are or not. A lot of the time it's not even personal. They probably even think of what they're saying is true. So fed up in their own delusions. What I like to do is I constantly hold myself accountable to who I say I am all the time. Like I'll journal about it, like the things that I say that I was going to do, so I can make sure that I hold myself accountable and all that kind of stuff. And I get to it at a certain point early enough. You know? Alright, let me start with him.
This
I thought he cut me, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I thought it was gonna go around him.
I'm gonna mess you up good.
But yeah, man, got a new car. Right now my job's got me on a 1 week layoff, so I'm really just haul ass into you know, getting this content creation stuff. This is gonna be like one of the few live streams that I do. I was really debating on whether I wanted to do the story or if I just wanted to do the Azreal mission. I just went down with Azreal, so let's see how far I can get into this. Oh. He had not hit the right person. I hate when it does that. Okay, that was me. That was me. Hold up. All right.
We're gonna make you suffer.
It didn't give me the combo. Did I not hit the buttons right? I'm messing up a lot this round. Alright, gotta focus, gotta focus.
I'm gonna enjoy cutting you. You're better than this.
I was really hoping it wouldn't do that. But yeah, man, basically, in that time that I was gone, I was able to meet some people. Douglas, for real. And it was literally because, like, this person that I had met was from another part of the world, and they were literally, like, the embodiment of me. Like, they had my exact same personalities. They went through all of the struggles that I had went through, or not all of them, but like pretty much all of them. They had like very similar feelings that I did, and like all of that. And so through that, we were able to communicate with each other about like not only the struggles that we had went through, but how we're trying to conquer them, what we're doing to make ourselves better. And yeah, just having conversations, how it's so like weird, but a good thing at the same time, because I needed it, you know, how like in sync our lives are. It's almost as if things, like when a bad thing happens to me, then a bad thing happens to them as well. And almost in a way I can sense it, you know what I'm saying? Like it's so weird, but alright, I really gotta focus. I've never done this bad. Hold up. Wow, that was unpredictable. I didn't even see him there. I appreciate it, buddy. I might as well just let this one go. I done hit the 50,000 already. I done messed up too much. If I mess up too much in one round, then it's just like the whole thing just goes over. Let me read that in a second. I gotta focus on this. Hold up.
Here, this should help. Cover me, I'm healing this guy. Watch yourself, I can't revive you if you...
Move is so tough. Gosh. Okay. Okay. Oh. I literally pressed, like, I pressed the strike button before it even showed that I was supposed to counter his move. That's crazy.
Simulation complete.
I don't know if I did better or worse than last time. What was my last score? It doesn't even say. Okay. Alright, let's see. I completely understand kind of doing the same thing. Just really been working on myself past 6 months. Yep. Really want to start a podcast about movies, superheroes, etc. That would be dope, actually. I, I know we need like a reverse of whatever these people have been putting out. I've been hearing a lot of people on social media who are just kind of, I don't know, they're kind of like trying to defame a lot of popular superheroes. Like Wolverine, for example. I heard this guy the other day. He's like, Wolverine sucks, and that was the reason why he didn't want to see the upcoming Wolverine. What is that new movie that's coming out with Wolverine and Deadpool? He said he didn't want to see it. He didn't want to see Deadpool 3 because Logan was going to be in it. And I was like, what are you like? What is your source of information? Like, why do you not like Wolverine or whatever? And he's like, oh, I don't know, just a lot of people talk bad about him. I was like, bro, like, form your own opinion, like, be original. Like, you know what I'm saying? We need some people who like give these characters some meaning outside of the creators and all that kind of stuff, who can, you know, tell these people that these characters have certain traits about them
Simulation
they're
activated.
obviously not seeing on their own. That sounds dope though. Yeah, they really don't. It's actually crazy how like they just say whatever and have like nothing to back their claims whatsoever. I heard somebody say like literally last week that Iron Man was a trash character, and I was like, why? And he's like, well, he drinks a lot. And I was like, okay, but like, what about the good that he's done? He's like, yeah, but he drinks a lot. I'm like, dude, do you even know like his real name? Like, people are just like unhappy with their own life, and so they just want to diminish anything that they can in life, which is just like the craziest thing to me. I'm not saying that Iron Man is the kind of people who said Batman solos. Love it. For real though, for real though.
I'm gonna shock your ass.
Hey, you better have some claims to back that up though, you know what I'm saying? That worked out. I did not mean to do that. Or that. That was terrible. I need to get to Killer Croc. I need to take this seriously. Like,
It's dying time.
that was the lamest one-liner I've ever heard. Dying time. Hell. I don't need more for real. I do listen to some comic creators. Some people who like read comics and all that kind of stuff. Like I'll listen to some of their podcasts sometimes.
Ever see what
But
happens?
I don't really read them anymore. Just because I've been studying so much. Got some new releases out.
This knife is going through your chest.
crazy how like time passes, bro. Like,
Make this count. I've got one left.
I don't know, man. You grow up, you get to a certain point, man. It's just like a lot of people say that they don't have time, like time, life is short, and all that kind of stuff. And I used to agree with that statement, you know. But now I kind of feel like differently about it. Like, my take on life now is kind of like we really have all the time in the world. At least a lot of us do, or whatever, right? But I mean, even I fall victim to this. We just don't use it. Like, we don't use it like we know we should. Like, I have this internal feeling all the time. It's like, you know, you should be doing this. Don't be lazy. Get up. You know what I'm saying? Upload this video. Go to the gym. There's just a lot of times where we don't. There's a lot of times where we just choose to be something other than what we know we should be. I don't think that it's necessarily that we want it to be that way, but definitely aren't disciplined enough to do otherwise.
I'm not done. Are you? Giving first aid. There we go. All fixed up. You're supposed to stop.
What? Why did it just cancel?
There's gonna be nothing left when we're finished with you.
They're hitting each other with the thing. It canceled the counter again. This is breaking my score.
Cover me, I'm healing this guy.
I really thought there was somebody back there. I don't know what it is. I thought because I was an OG and I had hit that score with Batman that one time, and that I had played this game 15,000 times. Yeah, this 1 million score. I thought because I hit that I could just come back and everything would just be sweet and I could just run through it. Nah, that's definitely not what's happening. I'm gonna run through the story. Maybe that's gonna help. Because I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's too late. Maybe it's just because I haven't played the game in a while. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Yeah, I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate it. Even through that short amount of time that we, you know, haven't been talking or whatever, I see you done matured a lot, man. I see you kind of doing your own thing. That's something to take pride of. A lot of people ain't in your position. A lot of people don't get to be. Self-respect, man. Self-respect, man. A lot of people don't even know what that means anymore. It's kind of a dead concept in this generation for some reason. I just saw a few videos of not to crap on girls specifically, but I had the Robert Pattinson skin on. But there were some videos going around of girls basically as soon as they turned 18 publicly signing up for OnlyFans and all this kind of stuff. I'm just like, bro, like, y'all not even trying in life, bro. But it also goes to show the kind of influence that other people are putting on. You got people like, you know, Kim Kardashian, Sexy Red, together. Kind of ruining society for everybody, man.
I've been waiting for a shot at you, Batman.
Oh, I forgot you gotta go this side. Elements. But simultaneously, it's good that we have people like us, man, who still
Those
know
soldiers
who they
have got
are and what they're
Stag,
trying to do.
and from the look of him, he won't last
done
much
rather
longer.
than
I need to save
is
him.
being done.
Where are the files?
I'm not telling you.
You want us to cut off your fingers? I don't know.
Don't have that sound device. So what can I do? Nobody has guns in here. There's no gun crates. Smoke bomb would help, but that's kind of unnecessary right now. Can't call the gun. You only see those types of people online. You never see them in real life. In real life, have jobs, real friends, actual careers. That's true though. That's true though. You never see those kind of people in real life. Though, you know what? I will say this. I will say this. I don't ever see those kind of people in real life, but I had seen one of them before. One of them before. Very rare case. Maybe it's because of the environment that I grew up in. Or maybe it's because of the environment that I'm currently in. But there was this one girl, bro. And I used to think that she was like, I didn't know anything about her, so everything I knew about her was just like off of like glance. Like I saw her every now and when at school or whatever. I used to think that she was like a pure soul and all that kind of stuff, like, you know, chilling, whatever, just doing her own thing. I guess she went out with this one guy, and the dude was like an absolute mess in the head, and he must have did something to her, because after she went out with him, she decided that it was a good idea to hook up with pretty much anybody that she could, break as many hearts as she could, and yeah, she's apparently got like over 50 bodies now, so it's beyond that tread of life. Some hurt people do hurt people. But they make a choice, man. A lot of these quote-unquote hurt people, quite honestly, I've been hurt more than what they have. And I choose every single time not to be like the people who hurt me. I realize not everybody has like as strong of a will as I do.
Batman! Oh, thank God you're here!
And I have a lot more belief
Are you sure all of these men are
than what they do,
incapacitated?
but
Thank you. They were going to kill me.
Why? What did you do?
Nothing. These animals came in and just started shooting.
They were collecting those cylinders.
Nimbus generators. A totally clean power cell technology we've been developing.
Where's Scarecrow?
He's on the second airship.
Did he have anyone with him?
Oh, you mean Barbara Gordon?
I think we both know she's probably dead, don't we, Bats?
hurt people do hurt people, but sometimes hurt people help people, you know? That's why we have doctors, therapists. They were hurt at one point too.
Target is secure. We're bringing him to Arc 2. Over.
Batman! No!
Quiet! Wave goodbye. That's the last time you'll see him.
They caught Batman in a vulnerable state and didn't even do anything about it. They left a bomb or something.
Nearly, Bats. I could feel you losing control there. A little more of that delicious fear gas, and it will be all over.
Stag's been taken to Scarecrow on the second airship.
I've been analyzing the schematics, and it appears to be defended by automated gun turrets. There's a security terminal in the research laboratory towards the rear of your current vessel. You should be able to disable the turrets from there.
You know what? Now that I think about it, there's actually like a few more of them than
Did
I
you
don't
think
even
you
know, but
stopped me at Ace Chemicals, Batman? You
that I
really
know
made
of,
the
but
inevitable. Gotham is
obviously don't know personally.
mine to do with as I please. And the same can be said of your friend,
Still not a lot of them, but
poor little Barbara
nonetheless.
Gordon. Close your eyes. Can you see her? Cowering in the darkness, cursing the hero who failed her. She has become your weakness, your obsession, dragging you deeper into the abyss. I could have her
Yeah, I
killed
was
right
thinking it was
now.
gonna be able to break
It
the
would be cruel, sadistic, brutal. But I have other plans in store for both of you.
I should stand clear of the containers before tilting the airship.
Wow, that's a lot coming from you, Sean. I remember how much you used to say you don't let. Was it you who used to say that you didn't know why people like City so much? But yeah, it's a pretty good game. And man, I was going through some of the games that we used to talk about, and I was like, man, like a lot of them they kind of suck.
Look about what happened down
But
there.
I
wasn't
realized
trying to kill you.
that the
I
reason
was
they
trying to
suck
kill your
is
mind.
because
So, we
understood.
still pals?
I just never understood how could someone put it above
Friends
night.
for
Oh,
life.
yeah, I feel that. I feel that.
Anyway, don't blame me. Blame Scarecrow and his pack of
What
sugar-liberating
was I saying?
miracle tonic.
Oh yeah, the old games I used to play. I was like, man, a lot of them like suck. Like, I used to really enjoy playing Deadpool. I don't enjoy playing Deadpool nearly as much as I used to. But I realized that the reason for that was because, or is because. Hold on, let me. The sense of gaming has went
There's
up
the console.
drastically.
I need to clear the room of hostiles before I can use it.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, I could not like get through like the first. Actually, it wasn't even the first. I didn't play the beginning. I think I started somewhere in the middle between where my cousin was basically playing the game, and I started somewhere in the middle. So maybe that's why. And I also didn't get like all the upgrades, so I didn't really give it like a full chance. I kind of just got bored when I was in the middle of it and stopped playing it. But it definitely doesn't feel like what it used to. Alright, this not. I don't even have the upgrade. That's amazing.
I can't sabotage that. I can't do that yet.
What's wrong with this?
He jumped over him. Hadn't played that one yet. I remember liking both of those games, especially Green Lantern Rise of the Manhunter. That used to be really fun for me.
Nothing we can do here. Spread out and fight.
I wish they, now that I think about it, I wish they remastered it, man. That would have been a tough remaster. There's just some games out there that I don't know if they did well whenever they were on the 3, but they should have done well, and they should have remastered it, but they never did. Yeah, you gotta get taken out, buddy. We can't have that.
We need eyes on target now.
Do I have fear? I don't have fear. Darn.
Lost him. Start checking for men down. Well, he's not gonna be getting more friends for a while. Screw the data. Concentrate on Batman.
I don't have whatchamacallit either.
Sentry gun deployed. Area's high. I've got the signal. Surveillance traces everywhere.
Oh, now
Trying to
you can
locate
see.
origin. I'm done searching for this cloudburst crap. Me too. Let's do what we were paid for and kill this freak.
You three can still take him. Be smart, be quick, be alert.
Oh, I was hoping he's gonna see me grapple up. How did he not see me go up here?
Over there, come on!
Oh my gosh, he could do that?
Now that they're out of the way, I can use that console to disable the airship's defenses.
Nice work, Batman. But come on, let's be honest. It's the new suit, right? Not the worn-out hero inside.
The weapon system controls are locked behind a scanner keyed to Stag's fingerprints. Without a clean set of his prints, I'm locked out. Maybe the
Those games are tough,
CCTV
man.
camera
Need them to
feed
be
can help
remastered,
me.
man.
I should scan the footage to see if Stag's hands touched any surfaces during the abduction. I might be able to reconstruct the full set of prints.
It was like right. I knew it was gonna be this box. I knew it.
Stag will have left a handprint on the floor there. I should check for other places he touched. There's more chance of getting a full set of prints. He touched the floor after he was thrown down the stairs. I should search for more prints. He touched that railing when he steadied himself. I should find more prints to reconstruct a full set. This is no good. He isn't touching anything in this frame.
I know this game like the back of my
near
hand,
the exit
man.
to the room.
I know where Stag left his prints. Now I just have to scan those locations.
But yeah, I agree about the Arkham City thing. I was actually really surprised about the amount of hate that people had for Batman Arkham Knight. Like how you could love Arkham City so much but not Knight. And then a lot of it came behind them not wanting the Batmobile to be so involved in the game. I'm just like, dude, like
He left prints from his
there
ring
is so
finger
much
and little
about
finger
this
here.
game besides
3
the dang
locations left to
Batmobile.
scan.
I gotta subjugate the entire game off of the Batmobile.
I've been
I
able
will
to
admit there
reconstruct
are like
Stag's middle
really
fingerprint.
irritating
2
parts
spots left to scan.
of the game because of the Batmobile, no doubt.
So, what's the deal here?
I've got an index fingerprint here. 1 site left.
Oh, and speaking of itty-bitty pieces, what do you think they're going to do to Barbara?
Hey, where's that last one? Am I missing one? Here. All right.
I've got the full set. I should be able to access Stag's computer system now.
So you're going to use a reconstruction of Staggy's handprint to access the computer. Oh, that's genius, Bats, really.
All right.
Oh, I know. When you're done, let's hack his online dating profile.
Welcome, Mr. Stag.
I can't remotely disable the turrets on the other airship, but I can control the turrets on this ship.
Not today. We can do it tomorrow though. If you're down for
That's
it
the
tomorrow, we can
weapons
definitely do it
dealt with.
tomorrow.
Scarecrow's next.
Got none here. Can't go through there. How to go to the vent at top?
Sir, regarding the identity of this so-called Arkham Knight.
What have you found?
Nothing, sir. None of the former Arkham City inmates who remain unaccounted for fit the Knight's profile.
Widen the search. When Joker took over the asylum, dozens of inmates escaped. Focus on young men with military experience.
Downloading the files now,
I
sir.
bet. I should be on tomorrow. I probably, you know what? I probably won't be gaming tomorrow, but I can't run up a live. I'll just be editing videos tomorrow. I ain't really trying to do too much. As far as gaming goes, this is like really like a one night.
touches you now gets 1,000 volts.
The militia's combat suits can temporarily carry an electric charge. I won't be able to hit them when they're in that state.
Batman! It's Batman! Hey! We're gonna break you, Batman!
I was told to play Ghost of Tsushima and Elden Ring if I wanted a competition. Apparently I was wrong to think that God of War and God of War Ragnarok were competition as far as video games go.
Apologies for the interruption, Mr. Wayne, but I can ready another upgrade for the car if you'd like to take your pick.
Either one works.
The
Don't matter too
localized
much, man.
EMP. Excellent choice, sir. Nothing like a short-range EMP blast to afford one a little breathing room.
Oh,
But
shoot.
don't worry, the Batmobile's immune.
Actually, what time is it? 12:35. You know what, Sean? Why not? Let's run it up. How you want to do it? Feeling a little energetic today. All right. I needed that drink. I needed that. Alright, but nuclei. Alright, but can't even see him and I knew he was there. I'm glad to hear the headset's so good. 'Cause if the headset was not doing well, I don't know what kind of timing I'd be on, to be honest. Let me see. Oh, you got a new account. Okay. You're friends now. I'll start the party. I'll make it public. When you join, I'll make it private. That was dumb. Why did I even say that? Invite, and then once I invite, set it. Where's the thing? What's good? Yeah, I can hear you, buddy. What's good? What's good? What's good? Can you hear me? Oh, okay, okay. You kind of cut it out. Uh, yeah, it's good. It's good. It's good. Voice chat settings, party settings, require request to join, player limit, party type. All right, I'll set in the privacy settings on the party. What you up to, Sean?
Gentlemen,
Yeah.
an announcement. Our one-time friend, Mr. Stagg, neglected to keep the cloudburst charged and ready for operation. We will need to do the job ourselves. I need men in biological engineering, ferrying
Yeah, didn't I show it on this stream? It was like so the like the record is only when you I think if I remember right, when you platinum the game, you hit that record. It's basically like you have to hit 1 million on the Infinite Simulator, and then Killer Croc comes out on the Infinite Simulator. A lot of people don't get it because they're not skilled enough to get to that point. I've only ever done it. I mean, it is hard for even for me. I've only done it once, and I've tried it like hundreds of times. Right, right. Oh yeah, yeah. That's how it is for a lot of things, especially like for me and all that kind of stuff. When people say they have something, I'll kind of just be like, you know, until like you actually go through it, then it's like, he was right. Like this is huge. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right. It's not all that it seems to be. It looks like it doesn't look easy, but it doesn't look like super hard. And then like you get to it and it's like the most mind-boggling thing. It's crazy. But it's just like you never really know like how hard something is until you attempt to do it, you know? So it's just what it is.
The potential is world-changing and lucrative. Yet Dr. Crane remains unable to
Definitely Arkham Knight.
develop a
Definitely Arkham Knight.
squander on
Definitely Arkham Knight. Actually, I'll say this besides Injustice 2, Arkham Knight is actually the hardest platinum that I've ever attempted to get. And the only reason that Injustice 2 is harder is because it's so time consuming. It's not because it's actually hard to do, it's just because it takes so long. Like I'd be impressed, like no offense to these people, like actually mad respect to the people who actually get the platinums for Injustice 2 and all that kind of stuff, but you almost have to be either an absolute no life or a content creator to get Injustice 2 like within a year. Like if you're starting the actual game and you're trying to get the platinum all within that same year and you successfully do it, you have to be like a big time content creator where you're actually making money or you're just like a kid at his house or something like that because it's literally that time consuming. And I'd be impressed to see if anybody could even do it within like a year. I remember when the game first came out, or not when it first came out, but like a little bit after it came out, they had this feature on there where you could do the multiverse, and then they had the legendary multiverse. And after the legendary multiverse had came out, each character got their own legendary armor. And I remember YouTubers were like stacking up on this legendary armor. Like it was super easy. While I was on Batman for like 4 or 5 months trying to get Batman's one armor. This dude had like 6, 7 different armors for, different people and all that kind of stuff. I'm just saying, like, you have to be like one of those people who like you either do this for a living or like you just are living with your parents or you just have your financial situation together where you don't have to really do anything other than play the game.
Stag must have double-crossed him. He's here for the device. I'm giving you remote access to Stag's computer network. Search for anything related to the cloudburst. I need to know what it is.
As you wish, sir.
Mm. You don't, that's a trophy you don't have? Let me look at the let me see. Is that the one that I left out? Oh my gosh. That is the funniest that is funny as hell. Dude, because I was going through. Uh, you know what I did for yours? You know what I did for yours? Okay, so yeah, so for yours, so actually I got this because I got your trophy back when I was with my ex. So this is how I remember what I did for yours. I basically I didn't do it myself, so Injustice has this feature where you can put it on basically a quote unquote infinite simulator. So basically what you do is you take the character and you put them in that little mini world that doesn't expire and it has like an infinity on it, right? And before you put the character in the infinity simulator, you put like the best armor on him and you go on YouTube and you look up like the best stats for that character so that they can just like run through all of these like, people essentially, right? Until you get them up to level 20. And you're not the best part about this is that you're not the actual one who's fighting. Like the AI is fighting for you. You're just kind of like sitting back while it's doing it for you. So really like you could just lay back. But that's what I was saying, why it's so time consuming. That all on its own took me 3 months to do. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah. Or else it won't go to the next one. Yeah. Yeah. Harley must dethrone an opponent in King of the Hill with the final hit coming from Double Trouble. Oh, that's why I didn't get that trophy. It says only 0.1% because every time I attempted to get the trophy, like for some reason the move would not register. Like I would literally like it's a specific move that you have to do at the end and I always messed it up for some reason. Like either I messed it up or the game did or whatever, but yeah, that's crazy. I was thinking it was a completely different trophy. I thought I already had that one to be honest. Imagine, bro. To get that against a oh that no, that's also why I stopped trying to get it, dude. So the last time that I was playing this, I had it on King of the Hill or whatever, and there was this dude and he only played as the Joker. He had his Joker maxed out. He had red armor, everything, the whole nine or whatever, right? But also he had his mic on and he was playing this YouTube video which was a looped sound of the Joker laughing. Bro, dude. And I think he had like a high account, like his Injustice 2 account was like level like 130 or something like that. Like absolute no life just sitting here on the game. Like, bro, it was 2 in the morning. It was 2 in the morning. People are weird, bro. I don't know why they do stuff. People are weird. Like, I know there used to be, whenever I was playing the game, there used to be people who dedicated entire accounts to a certain character. Like, whether that be like Harley Quinn, Batman, for that guy's case, Joker. His name on the game was, it was something, what, King Emperor Joker? I think that's what it was. I believe in the comics, that's the one where, the fourth dimensional imp, not Mixie Spivlik, but the other one, Batmite. He accidentally gave Joker um his powers. And so at least in the TV show Batman the Brave and the Bold, he like went through an infinite ways of killing the Batman. Like he ran him through a train, he put him on spikes, like until he got bored basically. He just kept like killing him and bringing him back alive just to kill him again. You seen The Boys? Uh, I, I wouldn't recommend it to be honest. I like there's a lot of weirdos like they're recommending the boys. I don't know, bro. You got to be a certain person to watch the boys. Definitely, I'd say if you want to watch something, watch Invincible. That is tough. That's tough. Okay, I I just realized I lied. I have all three compendiums of I have all three. Yeah. Yeah. I got all three of mine for like less than 100, I think. The comics were definitely worth it though. Worth the hassle though. Cuz you cut it out. What'd you say? You said what? I loved it too when it first came out. Like, bro, it was literally like I was laughing the entire game. Like the endless amount of jokes, the quips. To me, it was like they were pulling Deadpool right out of a comic and placing him into a video game. But whenever I went back and played it, it just wasn't the same thing. And I think it wasn't the same thing for me just because I had played it, like I started playing it in the middle where my cousin had left off instead of started playing it in the beginning. And I only played it for like that split 2 minutes. So that's definitely on me. But besides that, I definitely think I would have enjoyed it and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, for sure, for sure. I'll just never get over how funny it is when he breaks the fourth wall. It's just the funniest thing on the planet, dude. Like every single time. Between him changing like the graphics of the game and like the things that he just pulls out of nowhere. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be tough. Shoot, now would really be the time to do it, but they might have to wait a couple of years until Deadpool 3 the movie releases cuz whenever they make video games based off of movies, it really never goes well. So, yeah, it does for sure. The Amazing Spider-Man game was actually pretty fun for its time. Definitely was not the greatest, but it was pretty fun for its time. And I would be looking back at some YouTubers playing those games, and they'd be unlocking a whole bunch of stuff I didn't even know that you could. But I guess it's because like they had like bought extra DLCs for the game and all that kind of stuff that I just didn't get. Mhm. Mhm. For sure. For sure. Dude, I know you were there whenever I was trying to figure out if I could platinum it. I was so mad, bro. I was so mad. You mean like this year? That's crazy. Dude, I'm telling you, like, a lot of people talk about, like, Black Ops online and all that kind of stuff. That online for Arkham Origins, at least for me, is what made Origins so special. Like, the fact that they never duplicated that, the fact that they never put that into another game, they never even made another game based off of that online system that they had. To me, that online system was perfect. Like, it was like the whole concept of you could either be Batman, Robin, or a goon, and if you start off as a goon, then you can transition into Bane or Joker, and then you get these sets of weapons and all this kind of like it was just perfect, and it just didn't make any sense to me that they didn't one they didn't remaster the game, or two they didn't try to make that into something else. They never did anything with it. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Is that just a console thing that you can't play online, or is that like a thing for all of the games? Like, can you do it? Can you play online for like PC or something? Ah, mhm, yeah, I feel it. I feel it. Dang, if I, bro, you gonna make me download this damn game again, bro? What? But if I download it, Injustice 2, but if I download it, it'll take like the entire night, so everything can boot back up. Cause I only have like two games on here. It's Batman Arkham Knight and what's the other one? Let me see what the other one is. Mortal Kombat 1. And that's literally just because Homelander and Omni-Man is on there now. So, yeah. Homelander is just something else, man. So that's actually what I was gonna say about The Boys is that it's just how do you put it? So Invincible and The Boys are very comparable shows, but I think what Invincible does, like they pull it off more successfully because it's a cartoon and all that kind of stuff. And The Boys is just like excessively sexual for no reason. There's just a lot of scenes in there that's just like, why is this even necessary? Like, why did you need to put this in here? Like, there are some things in there that are just like, okay, I see why you did that. Like, it seems like a bit much, but okay. But there's just some scenes where it's just like, bro, like this was not necessary. You did not have to put this in there. And there's so many of those scenes, which is crazy to me. Yeah, go ahead, go ahead. Yeah.
Our work is nearly done. My calibrations are almost complete.
it you can't like a lot of them are just like weirdos. I feel like a lot of them just like base their whole life around the boys, and it's so weird to say. Like I've seen the comics for the boys and all that kind of stuff, and I've seen what is now released of the TV show. If you look at every iteration, and I'm not even just talking about like Clark Kent, but every iteration of Superman, Homelander is by far the weakest version. Like I'm talking about kid versions, adult versions, like Homelander is by far the weakest version. And the reason he's the weakest version is because you'll notice if you watch the show that like he does not actually fight people. He rarely ever uses his hands. Like he basically just like laser eyes people and flies away. That's it. Like he he has like no he barely has any strength feats. Of course he is strong and he's stronger than most people. He's pretty much stronger than everybody in that universe, but it's solely because of his powers. It's not like a Superman situation where Superman's like, I know this guy is relative in strength but not stronger than me and I'm going to let him beat the shit out of me. He does not do that. Like he'll try to end it really fast. He hasn't really gotten in too many encounters. He got jumped once, but he still survived. But that was about it.
The cloudburst will be the method of my vengeance.
Easily.
Failed to prepare it.
I think the beginning of Billy Batson could beat Homelander. That's not even a joke, bro. Like you if you literally watch the show, what you also have to think about is that Billy Batson gets his powers from the gods. Thing is two man childs because you know Billy Batson is an actual child in the body of a man, right? With the powers of gods, and then Homelander is basically a guy who gets his powers from what we can call a science experiment. That it's not comparable. Like even yeah, it's just not comparable. And even like to any standards, like Billy Batson has like way more strength feats. Like I don't even think they've had a scene. I can't remember a scene they've had where Homelander has like really deflected off some bullets. Not that it would make a difference. Like that's a minor feat, right? But still, like he just has no feats. He's just him. And so also um even besides the strength feats, Billy Batson has like way more abilities than what Homelander does. Yeah, so it's just like he has the lightning, he has super speed, you know, he has the wisdom of the gods. He's just got like all these kinds of different things, even though he is a child. But essentially, Homelander's a child too. So which is cool. Yeah, like Adam is tough. Like Adam is tough. Uh huh. You talking about that Superman Flash? Okay, okay, let's go, let's go, let's go. In your opinion, okay. What are you basing it off of? For sure, absolutely, no doubt.
The Menaday's chemicals failed me. You may have noticed that
No doubt.
not among your number now.
Mhm.
He's just a man. You can take him.
Martian Manhunter. He always said, or no, that's a lie. That was what Superman had said. Superman said Martian Manhunter should be. Wouldn't have been Wonder Woman. Who was it? Nah, no way. No way. First off, okay. So, first off, I that's a tough so you're saying that Wonder Woman can beat Wally West Flash? Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead.
The cloudburst still isn't ready. Keep
Okay, so I'll scale it for you. I'll scale it for you. Wonder Woman's reaction time is so fast that it puts her above most speedsters, Flash included. But when I say Flash included, I want you to realize that I'm emphasizing Barry Allen's Flash. I'm not talking about Wally West. And to ping off of your earlier point about the Batman statement, like I said, I haven't been reading the comics lately, but it's almost as if um, every single time that Wally West Flash gets like 10 more issues, he comes up with a new ability. And it's never just like a minor ability. It's always like something traumatic that could be detrimental in a fight. You know what I'm saying? And so I don't like, with these arguments and all that kind of stuff, I'm not going to be biased and all that kind of stuff. So I'm always open to new conversations. So if I'm proven wrong, I'm proven wrong. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, I don't know, man. That's a hard hill to, go upon, you know what I'm saying? So when you're talking about the Wally West, and we'll just talk about Wally West Flash versus Wonder Woman, right? So what are we looking at? Is Diana stronger? Absolutely. No doubt about it. She is way stronger. She's also a god, right? Uh, Made of clay, from Zeus, all that kind of stuff. She has a tremendous amount of skill, and even at one point, she had way more skill than what Superman did, right? Um, and she even has more skill than what Wally West's Flash does. However, I think what gives Wally West Flash the upper hand is that one, he is so much faster than her. Like so much faster than her. Hold on, let me take out this one dude. And his abilities are just super overpowered. Like he has this recent ability where he's able to literally steal the kinetic energy out of your body so you're literally frozen in that point of time. So another thing that you have to realize with these characters is that we can't just look at um, their abilities, like what they could potentially do. We have to look at who these people are as people. So Wally West Flash, and then we're talking about Diana, the Prince of Themyscira.
We're not done, man.
In that conversation, Diana is more likely to kill than what Wally is, right? So that is also something that's going to give her the upper hand in that fight. But go ahead.
There's just one left, Batman. Stop playing around and finish him. We got plenty more.
Right.
Scarecrow and men stop reporting in, and that only means one thing. You have seconds at best. Are we ready?
Mm-hmm.
Not yet. The cloudburst must be fully charged.
We'll have to do it
Right. Right. Okay. Mhm. Mhm. Right. Right. So, with that conversation, which is, don't get me wrong, an absolutely great point. I 100% agree with that point. Wally West's character is often downplayed. Wonder Woman's character is often downplayed. Superman's character is often downplayed. The reason for this is because a lot of the time, how fun would a comic book be if you take a villain that you think that somebody thinks should be able to be put against Wally West's Flash, and he shows up and just throws him in a locker? That's not a fight, right? It's really not. And so but this is often the conversation that we have with a lot of these characters. Why doesn't he just end this fight in this kind of way? Wally West's Flash is so powerful that he could go back in time and he could make sure that Clark Kent never becomes Superman or something like that. Something along those lines. Why doesn't he do these things? And it's simply because of plot. And when you talk about plot, you also have to talk about the writers. And so when you put these two characters together, obviously, whoever the writer wants to win is going to win, right? But also at the same time, there are some people who are unbiased and are gonna try to give you the most unbiased opinion while showing these fights. And when you have that conversation, we're often talking about people who do death battles, and those death battles are often basically the writers say that this is accurate to the actual story. This is what would happen. Since they're so popular now, they have agreed that these two characters could be matched against each other. This is what it would look like. And often in time, they end up using the best things that this character has done in those fights, right? So I don't know that is or that isn't what they will do whenever it comes to Flash versus Wonder Woman. What I do know is if you watch Justice League animated, they had Wally West Flash with the Justice League going against Lex Luthor, who had a Brainiac suit on, which was literally defeating the entire Justice League, Superman included, Wonder Woman included. And the only person who was able to defeat it was Wally West Flash, who was literally lapping around the world. And every single lap that he was doing, he was hitting a piece off of that suit. And he was, I think, if I remember the story right, he was phasing out of time because he was going so fast. But you have feats like that, so like that, those kinds of moments where you're like put up against a wall, which is why I have this conversation, which is why I have a hard time with this conversation because it is Wally West Flash. He's a character that does not often show his full potential because he's constantly holding back. This is a conversation we could have about Superman too. Superman, there's a lot of fights that he could just easily end, especially with Doomsday. Like in the beginning, Doomsday would have tore Superman up, but now he's so skilled, he's so smart, he's so strong that he could end the fight within minutes. Be- right, right, right. Absolutely.
You're not dying. It just feels like you are. My
Absolutely.
is filling your lungs, drowning you in your greatest fears. What can you see?
Absolutely.
A city engulfed in fear, betrayed by those you trust the most. Your darkest secrets
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
as I tear your mind apart. Gotham will. I will cut that mask from your face.
Do you really? I struggle with that so much. Like he's just bro, and he's also like one of those characters. Batman says himself, "You have the strongest weapon essentially in the universe." And he struggles with it so much. Like it's so crazy to me. I don't know. I like some iterations of Green Lantern, but I have a hard time like liking Hal Jordan. Yeah, as a Green Lantern, just as a person, just as a character overall, like I just have a hard time like liking it. Like I don't know specifically what it is. Maybe it's because like with the movie they kind of like made him look like a jock. So he was supposed to be like Did you see the movie? Did you really? Yeah. A lot of people didn't. I personally didn't like the movie, but I think it had a lot of potential. I think it had a lot of things that it did good. I think it had a lot of things that it didn't really do good. But I think there were just like too many sides of it that were just like too corny and showing away from like the actual objective of the movie, and it was just too distracting from like what the main point was, as well as his character. And I realized that was, his first movie that was supposed to build his character and all that kind of stuff. And that's really the only reason why I'm giving that movie a pass, is because that was his beginning. Kind of like the Robert Pattinson movie. I don't think it was a bad movie. I don't think uh, it was the perfect movie. I did like it personally as the beginning of Batman because a lot of it made sense, but it also had its flaws.
Something's changed. You're different. I prefer to call it a work in progress, but it does show potential.
There's nowhere to run.
Who said anything about running?
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And he's shown that before. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Sir, Scarecrow is broadcasting across
Yeah,
Gotham. You need to see this.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Feel to see your city on the brink of ruin. Your friends in the
I love that
closest
just as much whenever I saw I forget specifically who it was
you stretched
that
yourself
had
too
died,
far
but
to the
somebody,
limit.
one of Wally West's
Now your
close
failure is
relatives
all
had
but
died
complete.
to a duplicate of his.
As
I
the
think it was
final
Impulse.
dying breath escapes her body,
Yeah, Impulse ended up dying. He grabbed the clone or duplicate of Impulse, and he just like, if I remember it right, he had like grabbed him by the throat, and he was running so fast that the guy couldn't even move. Like, like when you're on one of those carnival rides and you're like trying to like stick your arm out, but like the force of like the wind speed of how fast the carnival ride is going is so strong that like your arms are like magnets to the wall that you're attached to. That's kind of like what it was for him, but like so much worse. Like his it was almost as if like his body was tearing apart because it was crazy. But that was ultimately when he ended up getting he he ended up like freezing him into a museum, making him look like a statue when he was an actual person. And so he was kind of like, that was insane. Like, yeah, yeah. Yeah, Barry's my guy too. I just like how they're extending out all of his powers and all that kind of stuff. Honestly, whenever they said that there was gonna be another Flash, I was just like, you've already done so much. Like, what more could you possibly do? And then they opened up like a whole new like world of possibilities for him that you didn't even think of, and it's just like, damn. Like,
What? We hurry all the way here and Crane's killed her already? He's got no sense of occasion.
but I've always loved the concept of speedsters because like you can take so many speedsters like into mind when you're thinking about speed itself. A lot of people think that they do the Flash's character no justice by giving him the Speed Force because the Speed Force is not realistic to a speedster having speed and all that kind of stuff. But I think that's what makes them so special, man. Like the fact that they have the Speed Force and they have this whole plethora of things that they can do that other speedsters just simply can't. Like you will never see Superman have half of the abilities that the Flash has, even though the Flash can't fly, right? But he can do all these different things because of the Speed Force. And of course, Superman has his own powers as well. Shoot, there's this really old Superman movie where he was able to, what was it? I think he was able to, like when he went against his enemies, he was able to absorb their powers or something crazy like that. He was able to, like he was super broken in the movie. Like it was just crazy.
Scarecrow was punishing me. He killed her.
No. Oh, my. Well, sir, we need to focus. The people of
You know what? The boys really like showed me how much appreciation I should have for DC and all that kind of stuff. Not that I had like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause you look at characters like Homelander, and you're like, bro, this dude is pathetic. And then like you look at Superman, you're like, damn, like DC was really feeding us. You know what I'm saying? Like we really had it good. And they had they even have their own version of a speedster. His name's A Train. He's nothing. Absolutely nothing compared to Superman. It's crazy. Did you see what was that movie called? It was a Marvel movie. Uh
Oh, you can't bring her back.
what was that movie called? Hold on. Let me look it up.
No more bad memories, no more pain, no more fear. Scouts on.
Ivy.
Oh, no.
Sir,
Alfred, run a satellite scan of the city. Let me know the
The
incident.
Eternals. Did you see The Eternals?
of course, where are you going?
Wow.
GCPD.
A lot of people didn't like it. Honestly, I didn't either. If you decide that you don't want to see the Eternals, I highly suggest, that you go onto YouTube and look up this scene. It's between, um, it's like a Flash versus Superman type fight, and the CGI on it is beautiful, bro. It's actually amazing. I think it's called what is her name? Makari, I think that's her name. And Icarus. Icarus is the Superman type character, and then Makari is a female speedster. But the fight is like it's not like super long or anything, but it's actually fire.
Tonight is about more than Gotham. It's about what you became in that room.
So
The
yeah.
hero who failed. That's what I want the world to see.
Oh, are you? I haven't seen too much besides the suit. I think that I think that was the right suit that I saw. Oh, really? Third smartest man on the planet. And I am terrible at driving the Batmobile. That's how you know I haven't played the game in general in a long time.
Good to see you, Batman.
Watch yourself. Whoa, easy.
I haven't read them in a while.
What the
But
hell happened to
honestly,
that
I
ace?
did I
Scarecrow's
did
on the
like the
cloud
comics
burst.
more than I liked the
I'm
game.
guessing that's bad.
Not that the game was
What is
bad.
that?
I love the game,
He's
but
still looking for Barb. I can't reach him. Tell me you found her, Batman.
Cash.
also they did this
Don't say.
I forget, there was
Before
one
he goes back to
animated
your lockbox,
Superman.
he goes
He
after
wasn't
Scarecrow.
evil,
It only
but
takes
he
one move.
pretended to be evil. And it was honestly like the best looking iteration of an evil Superman that we've ever seen. Like it was the intimidation even got. Let me see if I can find this where it was coming from. I forget what the animation is called. The animation is so old. Yeah. What is this called? Full powered Superman versus the Elite. So basically, this Superman was going against this group, this evil organization or whatever, and he threw one of the guys into orbit at like Mach 7. Yeah. But he had the whole thing planned out, and he actually, like, he didn't actually throw the guy into orbit at Mach 7, because obviously that would have killed him. But he was like faking the whole thing, and you see like a really good example of like what Superman could be if he was actually evil. Yeah, if you look up like Superman versus the Elite, I'm trying to figure out what the name of the animation was. Superman versus the Elite. Oh, that's what it's called. Superman versus the Elite. Yeah. There's some clips on YouTube, Apple TV, and you can buy it for $4 on Amazon. Definitely suggest it. I saw the show, but it was like a long ass time ago when I saw it. You said what? Just to get active. That's about it. Running and playing basketball. Did I upload a video about that or something?
Thanks again, Batman.
I need your help.
From what
Oh
I'm
yeah, yeah, yeah.
understanding,
I went into
you need a
the
miracle.
what was it? That
Why didn't the
one
gas
day
affect
like
you?
last week or the week before last, I had went into the gym
You would be too if you knew what Scarecrow's planning.
and I was exhausted. I'm not gonna lie. Like after getting out,
Because without your help,
I'd ran
his
like
plans
8
have been
games,
genuinely
but I
derailed.
wasn't like really playing because I knew that because I hadn't played in so long that if I were to actually try to play, that I would like pull a hamstring or something like that because I hadn't stressed in so long. I hadn't like ran in so long. So now I'm going back on my morning runs and all that kind of stuff, so I can get back into the motion. Get seven
Protect the entire
7 miles a day.
Theoretically, but there's no way I can produce enough on my own.
Then let's get you some backup. Where to?
The Botanical Gardens. They're the oldest plants in Gotham. They'll tell me what we need to do.
You been watching basketball lately?
Cash. The shutter door isn't opening. What's happening?
There's one big mother of a tank driving around out there. It doesn't look friendly.
Neither do
Oh
I.
yeah,
Open the
yeah.
shutter door and I'll scan it from the roof.
Honestly, I'm not
See
really
if I can find
surprised, to be
wheels.
honest. Like,
Try not to get killed.
a lot of people were complaining about it, but I was just like, dude, like, you can complain about it all you want, and I will admit, no, Bronny is not up there yet. There are people who should have gotten drafted who didn't get drafted, but at the end of the day, that's LeBron's son, and that's what LeBron wanted. So, you know, you win some, you lose some. Life ain't fair. That's just what it is.
That's the rear scanned. Now I need to scan the sides.
But if I recall right, this is like the first time that's even
That's the
happened,
right
like,
side.
ever.
I just need to scan the left side.
So,
The Cobra drone has enough firepower to rip the Batmobile. to
people are
shreds
getting
in just
too
a
out of
few
hand
seconds.
with these memes,
The
though,
bomber's
bro.
too big
They
for
over here
the
saying
to
some.
penetrate head on.
He literally made
However, there
LeBron's
is a
literally
weakness.
making the whole team by
The
hand.
drone's rear
I'm like,
exhaust
bro,
port leads straight to the power
I'll need
core.
to chill.
One well-placed shot with the Batmobile's 60
Some people were
millimeter
making
mag
memes
should take
saying,
it out.
what is he gonna call LeBron whenever he's on the court? Like, bruh, that's crazy. I don't know what he'd call him, to be honest. I'd probably shoot from anywhere from his number to just saying ball if you need the ball. Like that. That's I don't know. What am I missing? Am I missing the front view? Yeah, it's the front view I'm missing.
Batman just hit a serpent drone.
Oh, for real? Oh, hell no. All bad, all bad. I cannot get around this Cobra tank. What is happening? Am I tripping or is it moving faster than it usually does? You said what? It was way more than 3 times. It's just every time that I 240%ed it, I had to delete it because it didn't have enough slots. I can't tell you how much it was. I know it was over 30, but I don't know like what the specific number was. That's what I was saying. Because I was surprised when I actually got the game. Because I got it when it first came out. I think, I could be wrong about this. I think Batman Arkham Knight was the first game I've ever platinumed. Because most of the games that I had whenever, every game I had on PS3, I never platinumed them. Because I never even tried. So any other game that I would have platinumed without trying was the Telltale games, but that's, I don't even know. Like I don't think I even played any Telltale games until after I played Night. No, no, probably wasn't the first one I ever platinumed. It was one of the first ones I platinumed. Probably not the first one though. I don't know. After a while, it just became fun to do, you know. But if you go through like the AR challenges and all that kind of stuff of Batman Arkham Knight, and then like you 240 the game, whatever, and then you go back and play like Asylum and City and Origins, you can kind of see how Batman plays slower in the earlier iterations of the game. Let me. I really don't want to say I feel a certain way about it, just because what was that card game that got released last year? Yeah, something like that. So basically, the situation with that is that like they had a massive trailer. At least to me, it was like a big trailer, and I was super happy about it because the trailer looked so good. I was like, dang, this game's gonna be fire. And then like last minute it released, and I found out it was a card game, and I was so mad. Like that's how I felt about it. So I they haven't released any actual gameplay for the game. They've just like done like animations and all that kind of stuff. The animations really mean nothing. Like if you went back and looked at DC Universe Online, that DC Universe Online probably had one of the greatest, if not still the greatest, animation trailers I've ever seen. It was super tough. And then you see the game is nothing like the animation. So I'm happy that they're bringing out that concept and all that kind of stuff. I just don't want to get my hopes up for it to be a super great game and then it ends up either being bad or a card game. I, yeah. Shoot, that's gonna be far down the road, man. DC ain't really looking too good with anything really. I mean Marvel ain't either. They're not, like, let's be honest. But even Marvel's lacking, like, people are really hoping that Deadpool 3 is going to be the thing that saves them. And I think, I don't know if this is official, but I've heard rumors that RDJ is coming back. Like they're bringing Iron Man back. So, like I said, I don't know if that's official, but it just seems like they're in their end times. They're kind of getting desperate. Kind of looking like when Fortnite like realizes that a lot of their viewership is going down, then they want to bring back the OG season. Yeah. So that would literally save both of their universes right now. They don't even have to do a movie. If they did a Marvel versus DC game and then they made they made it like an injustice type setup,
Mr. Wayne, I trust that tainted
that'd make them both so much money. But if they just stop whatever conflict they have with each other, like,
facility. Assuming the car's still in one piece, of course.
Thanks, Lucius.
You keep fighting
yeah,
madness despite setback, failure, and loss. It's a pleasure to
yeah,
watch
those
such
are tough.
soul deliquate.
Yeah, yeah, those are tough. I've seen people do videos on those.
That stag guy didn't leave. Idiot.
Talk, or I'll start with your fingers.
Go, please. I'll talk.
Smart.
Yeah, man, I've been trying to keep to myself for real. Even at work, bro, like, I ain't gonna lie, like, maybe it's just because I'm a guy, but I really don't, like, I don't see what other people see in me, for real. Like, as far as, like, looks go, so when people call me attractive, it's kind of, like, weird. So it's just like, whenever I have people at my job or whatever that, all they ever want to do is, like, hook up, bro. It just makes no sense to me. I'm just like, bro, I'm not gonna... You said what? Women? Yeah. There's a few women at my job. Yeah. A lot of them are like, actually most of them are like Hispanic employees. But yeah, there's a few women at my job. But most of them are just like trying to hook up and do shit like that. I'm just like, bro, like, I'm not here to waste my time. I'm here to get my money and go home. Like, it's, like, it's nothing like that. Is this on hard? Game options. It is. It doesn't seem like. It's like it's on like a mediocre difficulty.